right, I mentioned yesterday, and if you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, I mentioned yesterday, if you're new to the show, first of all, we're based here in Metro Atlanta. I mean, you probably, understood that or realized that, but we're based here in Metro Atlanta. And I mentioned yesterday how, people started bringing up curses, and I think somebody said something about maybe the Falcons, the Georgia Dome, and now the new stadium is built on an Indian burial ground or something like that, and so nothing's good going to happen to us in Atlanta sports. Well, it's not that, but I mean, it was a huge controversy in an effort to, get the land to build the new stadium, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Falcons had to run a couple of churches out of their business, their building, and took their land. And it was a big to-do here, man, and the churches didn't want to do it, and ultimately they did. They gave them a lot of money, and they up and had to leave. But initially they didn't want to do it. They didn't care about, Arthur Blank and all his money, and he's a billionaire, this, that, and the other. They didn't care. These are historical establishments here in the city, a lot tied into the civil rights movement. They didn't want to move. And then the city came in. And they claimed eminent domain or something like that, man. Something happened. I should have looked this up after the show yesterday. I didn't care so much about it again, but I didn't. But yeah, then the city got involved and in effect, twisted their arms. You're going to go ahead and get us land up to this billionaire owner, Arthur Blank. So now there's been a lot of discussion about that over the last 2 days. Like, are the Falcons the organization never going to win the Super Bowl because of, that bad aura of how that whole thing went down? I don't know, man. It just makes you think, and I said this once again yesterday on Bomani's show. He seemed to think it was funny. It's funny because Bomani's from the ATL. But he seemed to think it was funny, man. Like it seems like somebody high up, almost like, when I say high up, I mean high as you can go, like God. Like God's got something against the Atlanta Falcons, man. He's got something against the Atlanta sports teams, and he's got like pom-poms. He's got a starter jacket. He got one of them little Scully hats with the big little, poof ball on the top of it. And he's got the pennant. He's got T-shirts. He's got special made sneakers for Boston sports. It just hurts, man. But you know what, man? I'm laughing, man, because, and I caught myself laughing just now because it just dawned on me on how disappointed these people are in the city. And they have all right to be. Like, it's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life. How can you give up a 25-point lead? How could that happen? Oh, boy. Only in Atlanta. And here's the thing about it, man. We got so much of everything else. I mean, I always say this is the land of milk and honey. I did a video like a week ago, and I mentioned that, to the curmudgeon, obnoxious, arrogant Boston sports fans, and I mentioned that. So we got everything else. So maybe because we have so much other stuff that, God was like, listen, y'all got everything else. Y'all got everything else. I'm not going to give y'all dynamic winning sports franchises either. I can't give y'all everything. I mean, hell, y'all got Magic City. Y'all got Magic City. Y'all got this. Y'all got that. Y'all got, just opulence. We've got everything around here. All right? This is Black Hollywood. Y'all got a thriving movie business, movie industry, TV industry. I mean, people making moves around there. It's Atlanta. It's ATL, ho. I can't give y'all everything. I can't let y'all win in all of the sports, franchises as well. Maybe that's it, man. And who am I? And I'm not questioning them. I'm just theoretically speaking. And maybe that's what God said. Y'all got too much already.